All right, everybody. Yesterday we were discussing this 45. The question is, we have a circle and we have a line. The equations doesn't matter. We are looking for the method first of all. This is x plus y plus 1 equal to 0. This is x square plus y square plus x plus 3y minus 6 equal to 0. They are intersecting at P and Q, and R is any point. Okay. So yesterday I gave idea about how to do this question. We can take for this triangle PQR, we know circumcenter, the center of this triangle. Centroid, that means we can assume orthocenter is x1, y1. With that, you can find centroid. Once you know centroid, you know P and Q, you can find R and substitute R in this, you'll get the locus. Apart from that, I also said as R is changing, R is here, R is here, R is here, R is here. You join PQR triangle, you get one orthocenter. All those orthocenters, the locus will be mirror image of this circle with respect to this line. You'll get another circle. Anybody want to give an idea why it should be like that?
What, sir?
I said the locus is also a circle. Locus of orthocenter of triangle PQR is another circle. What is that? Mirror image of this circle with respect to this line. It will be a circle like this. Mirror image of this. Why? That's what I yesterday stopped the class with. I discussed this earlier in first year properties of triangles. Maybe in straight lines also it may be there. Okay. Let us see in first year whether you remember this in the properties of triangle. That is, I have a circle. In that one triangle is there. This is ABC. This will have one orthocenter. This is orthocenter. You remember this and this are mirror image of each other with respect to side BC?
Yes, sir.
Yes. We discussed this property. How this triangle is congruent to this triangle. We discussed, and these are images of each other. So if this is H and this is L, okay? L is image of H with respect to BC. Similarly, this one, if you extend it, if this is some M, M is image of H with respect to CA. And this is N. N is image of H with respect to AB. Okay, all of you remember this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now orthocenter image is this. I will do reverse. Image of this will be orthocenter. For example, when PQR is here, this is a triangle. Okay, or let us say R somewhere else. Little R. Okay, this I want to take here. This is R, this is PQ. Where is the orthocenter of triangle PQR? Is very simple. Draw altitude. Mirror image of this point you find with respect to side PQ. That is only orthocenter. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us another time I'll take R here and then draw altitude here. Okay. Mirror image of this point will be orthocenter. Let's say R is here. Draw that triangle. Draw that altitude. Mirror image of this will be orthocenter. That means every time the mirror image of all these points is coming orthocenter or not? Yes.
Sir.
What if it is obtuse angle triangle? Then it will be outside. Okay. Let us say P is here, Q is here. Why R here? I will take R here. When you take R here, this is a triangle. Where is the orthocenter? If you want to know, draw the altitude. It meets the circle here. Mirror image of this with respect to this, it will be outside. It will be here. So orthocenter of triangle PQR will be here. Are you able to follow that?
Yes, sir.
When R is here, this is an obtuse angle triangle. Orthocenter will be outside. Where it is? Draw the altitude. It is meeting the circle here. This and the orthocenter are mirror image of each other with respect to PQ. That means all these points images will come like this. They are all orthocenters. All these points images, they are all orthocenters. So finally, what is the locus of orthocenter? It's nothing but a mirror image of the original circle. Is it okay, everybody?
Sir,
Yes.
drawing the circle, it cannot pass through P and Q, no, sir, because when R is in P or at Q,
Except those two. Except those two. R is not at P, not at Q. Rest of the place it's okay, right?
yes, sir.
Okay. So locus will be the mirror image except P and Q. If you want, you can say that, because at the time PQR doesn't even form a triangle. Okay, Lokeshwar, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tanvishri, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I am going to simply write locus of orthocenter of triangle PQR is mirror image of given circle with respect to given line. Okay. What is the center of the given circle? Minus 1/2 comma minus 3/2. You have to find its image with respect to x plus y plus 1 equal to 0. We have formula for image h minus x1 by a, k minus y1 by b, and all. Okay, right up to here, then I'll continue. Find the new center and the radius, and then we'll do it. Are you every day NR sir is taking class evening at 4 o'clock? Huh?
Not every day, sir, but weekend.
Okay. Today also you have a class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tomorrow onwards, Chennai sir will take class. 8:30 to 9:30 he will take, and I will take only 1 hour from tomorrow onwards, 9:30 to 10:30. So tomorrow onwards will be a little slow, only 1 hour.
So what is circle, sir?
I'll continue teaching circles. Chennai sir will want to start calculus. So for 3-4 days, he will teach one topic called partial fractions. It is in 2A. It is in 2A, but it is useful for integration. That's why sir will teach that first. So partial fractions, one topic will be there. I'll try to send the IP scanned PDF about that in 2A. And then after that is over, then it will start indefinite integration. Okay. So after definite integration, after that areas, after that differential equations. That's a long story. Okay, I'm going to image, remove some other part, erase some other part. Okay, I want to use image formula here. H minus x1 by a, k minus y1 by b equal to minus 2 times, you have to substitute this point here, minus 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2 plus 1 by root a square plus b square, root over 1 square plus 1 square. H plus of k plus 3 by 2. This there is no root now here. Okay. So 2 will cancel. This is a minus 2 minus 1 plus 1. So h comma k is equal to 0 comma minus 1 by 2. So the image is that. In fact, the perpendicular line will be x minus y. Let's substitute this point. This is 1. Minus 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2 plus 1. So here also that should come. Oh, this is 1 by 2. Wait, this h plus 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 2. And what is the radius? Same as the original radius. So radius is root over 1 by 4 plus 9 by 4 plus 6. 5 by 2 plus 6. 12 root over 17 by 2. So required circle is required locus. X minus half whole square, y plus half whole square equal to root over 17 by 2 whole square. X square plus y square minus x plus y plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 equal to 17 by 2. This is 1 by 2 minus 16 by 2 minus 8. X square plus y square minus x plus y minus 8 equal to okay, that option. Okay, this is one method. Basically, we have to just theoretically understand, that means conceptually understand. Mirror image of the given circle is the answer, and we on put the original center, found mirror image, original radius, and same as the new radius. We'll try to do by the other method of which is to GS is to so and all that. Okay, those who completed, you can try to do by the other method, which I gave some idea. Okay, I want to erase this. Anybody needs more time? Okay, so first of all, I want to find P and Q. We'll see if there comes out. At least I'm interested in the sum of the x coordinates, sum of the y coordinates. So solve line and circle for P and Q. So y is equal to minus x minus 1. So x square plus minus x minus 1 whole square plus x plus 3 times minus x minus 1 minus 6 equal to 0. If I expand this, I'll get 2x square, x square plus x square 2x square plus 2x 3x minus 3x, x got cancelled. And the constant here is 1 minus 3 minus 2 minus 8 equal to 0. So neatly x is equal to plus or minus 2. So when I put here, I think p is if I put 2, I'll get here minus 3. If I put minus 2, it is plus 1. I put that in the circle. It will satisfy, but in 4 plus 9, 13, 13 plus 2, 15, and 4 plus 1, 5, minus 2, 3, 2 plus 2, 6. Yeah. Okay, the point of intersection of this P and Q. Okay. Now, we know this Hg is to Gs is 2 is to 1. Based on that, I can write G is equal to 2s plus H by 3. I also know G is equal to P plus Q plus R by 3. Okay, so I directly want to equate this. 2s plus H by 3, that is also centroid. P plus Q plus R by 3 is also centroid. So directly I can write R as 2 times circumcenter plus orthocenter minus 3 minus 2 will give me directly R. Okay, so I have to find orthocenter locus. So I'll take H as x1 y. Let H be x1 comma y. And S is anyway center of the circle only circumcenter, which is minus 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2. Let us use this formula and try to find R. 2 times circumcenter, that is 2 into minus 1 by 2 plus orthocenter, which is x1 minus P, which is minus 2 minus Q, which is plus 2. Similarly for y coordinate, 2 into minus 3 by 2 H y1 and then minus plus 3 minus 1, that is this y coordinate also. So this is the, if somebody assumes orthocenter is x1 y1, with that you can find the point R. Okay, based on this, that is I done directly, but if somebody wants, you assume orthocenter, then find centroid, substitute the centroid, you will get R. Okay, so what is this? 2 and 2 will cancel. I'll get x1 minus 1. 2 and 2 will cancel, minus 3 will cancel, y1 minus 1. Okay. So, but what R should do? R should satisfy the original circle equation. So let us substitute R in the circle. This should satisfy given circle. Okay, so I have to put it here. Okay, try to write up to here, then I'll substitute this and expand, see what happens. Everybody does understand these 2 points. By assuming orthocenter x1 y1, I'm able to find R.
Sir,
Yes, please.
I didn't understand that 25 plus H by 3 and PQ
Not 20, 2 yes, not 25.
plus H by 3 and P plus Q plus R by 3.
Have you understood these two or any problem?
Oh, no, sir. Those two also.
Why centroid? How will you find, man? Add all these 3, divide with 3, that is centroid, right?
Yes, sir.
And you know, in any triangle, orthocenter, centroid, and circumcenter are collinear.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And centroid divides orthocenter and circumcenter in the ratio 2 is to 1. Section formula: 2 into this plus 1 into this by 2 plus 1 will give you this. This is centroid formula directly. This and this are same, so I equate.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Samskruti Raut, you understood this? Kaveshri, you understood this? Yes, Tanmay, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Srikar Sitaram, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we got same answer, x square plus y square minus x plus y minus 8 equal to 0. So I substitute this point R to satisfy the original circle. We got algebraic relation between x and y1. That's the locus. Does anybody remember this? In first year, I asked this. Here, P and Q are fixed, R is variable. But what I asked in the first year is, P is a variable point on this circle. Circle is fixed. Q is also variable point. R is also variable point. All the three vertices of the triangle are variable points on the circle. What is the locus of the orthocenter? Anybody remembers that?
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, is it three circles passing through P?
No, P is variable point. Q is variable point. R is also variable point. Nothing is fixed. Circle is only fixed. What is the locus of orthocenter of triangle PQR? Megavan, your father is working in HPCL, right?
Yes, sir.
So he is safe?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's very far from his place or what?
No, sir, like no one was injured and there is no life lost, it seems.
Okay. I remember something around 22 years back. I was studying engineering and I'm in the hostel, Andhra University. Okay. There was some kind of explosion kind of thing in HPCL, 1998 roughly. And that time we went to terrace and saw a huge black cloud coming from there. I think that was the major accident, and after that, yesterday. All right. Somebody is asking about ellipse. We'll study an ellipse chapter. For ellipse, there is no, the midpoint of the two focuses will be center. Okay, neither foci will be center. Okay, coming to this question. If we take a circle, if we take different points here and form a triangle, find orthocenter. The locus will be, this radius is r, na? Take an extra radius to r and draw one circle. The whole disk, every point can be orthocenter. Center itself can be orthocenter. Every point on the circumference can be orthocenter. Outside also it can be, inside also it can. It is a disk. That means I can say locus is x square plus y square is less than or equal to 3r whole square. That is the locus. Anybody remembers that we discussed this in first year?
Yes, sir, but I don't remember what is.
Okay. Sachinana, you remember anything like this that we discussed in first year? Okay. How did this come is very simple. Every point inside can be orthocenter. Okay. If you take a triangle like this, mirror image of, okay, let us take this. Huh? For this triangle, orthocenter will be mirror image of this, which will be outside. And for this triangle, orthocenter will be mirror image of this, which will be inside. Okay. It is like saying, you take a card, find mirror image with respect to this. Take another card, find a mirror image. Take another card, find mirror image. Take. So you take different cards, like we had done present question, find mirror image of the circles. When the card is very close like this, almost like tangent, mirror image will be like this. You know, this will be almost to our outside, right? Okay. So little extension of this question where PQ are fixed here. Here PQ are variables. As you change PQ, you will get one mirror image, one mirror image, and all. You will get all the circles. So every point within this circle of radius 3r can be orthocenter of some triangular. Okay, let's go further. Actually, this is what I always liked about your super seniors. There are two boys, Nakshim Naidu and another boy, Naveen. Whatever I told right from the beginning of the first year, right from the bridge course, okay, they never forgot anything. Anytime if they ask, they're able to recollect. Those two boys. And that Naveen could not do well finally because of various reasons, but both of them are equally good always. Okay, 47. A pair of tangents are drawn from a point P to the circle. If these tangents make an intercept 2 on the line x equal to 1, what is the locus of B? So let us understand the question physically. So tomorrow onwards we'll be getting more homework even from other maths track. So please try to finish circles at the earliest.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, do you know our super senior Yagneshwar?
Yagneshwar Naidu, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember him. Why he is near your place?
Yes, sir. Only behind our house only. We're in Gajuwaka.
Oh, okay.
We used to talk.
X square plus y square equal to 1 is a circle. X equal to 1 is a tangent to that. We have to draw a pair of tangents are drawn from P to this circle if the tangents make an intercept 2 on that. Oh. Okay. I think they're looking for a point like this. When you draw the tangents, this distance should be 2. Okay. Then what is the locus of this point? This is x square plus y square equal to 1. Okay, this is a circle x square plus y equal to 1. X equal to 1 is some line from an external point. You have drawn two tangents. both the tangents are intersecting x equal to 1 at 2 points such that the distance between them is 2 units. For that to happen, what is the locus of this? Anybody want to give an idea how to do this? All of you are getting enough time. Please try to complete circles mains material fully on one side. Other side IP system of circles, both two exercises.
Sir,
Yes, please.
it is similar to previous question where P is the variable point and where those 2 point tangents are intersecting x equals to 1 line is the fixed points, no sir.
No, they are not fixed points. If you change P, this point will change, this point will change. The distance between them two, only that is fixed.
Yes.
Anybody else want to give any idea? Obviously, first step will be let P will be x1 comma y1. After that, what?
Sir, what, sir?
How to do? I'm asking. Anybody doubt about what is the question?
What is the question, sir?
From an external point P, you draw two tangents to the circle. They will intersect the line x equal to 1 at 2 points. The distance between those 2 points is 2. This is a variable point, this is a variable point, this is a variable point. Mainly these are two tangents. What is the locus of this P?
Circle, sir.
I don't know the shape. I think here guessing the shape is difficult. First, you try to just do the procedure. Try to find the equation. We'll take P as x1 comma y1. After that, what?
Sir, we know the equation of tangent to the circle x square plus y square equals to 1 now, sir.
How?
Sir, y equals to m into x plus c r square into 1 plus m, root over 1 plus m square.
Okay. All right. After that.
Sir, we should equate the, in that we should replace value of x with 1, sir. We will get the equation in y, sir, second degree equation.
Okay.
Then minus b by a equals to y1 plus y2 and c by a equals to y1 y2, sir. Then we can find y1 minus y2 now, sir.
But the m for this tangent, m for this tangent are different. You cannot combine them. Understand, right?
Yes, sir.
No. You can just modify your solution. Nothing wrong. Just a little modification. Anyway, I want to do one thing. Method 1. Let P be x1 comma y1. If I know external point, how to find these two tangents? I have many methods, but I know the formula for combined equation of the two tangents. What is the formula for combined equation of the two tangents from an external point? All of it done exercise 1E. There are some questions with answers given in combined form, right? Not separate form. Am I correct? Anybody remembers in IP, they asked combined equation of tangents from external point, not to separate equations, the combined equation in exercise 1E. Did they ask like that?
S11 equals S1 squares.
S into S11 equal to S1 square. Yes. Combined equation of tangents is S1 square equal to S into S11. This is a combined equation of the tangent. So if we do that, we will get x x1 plus y y1 minus 1 whole square equal to x square plus y square minus 1 into x1 square plus y1 square minus 1. This may be lengthy, but what I got is combined equation of these two. Now what I will do, this is a pair of straight lines equation. I'll try to solve this pair of lines with x equal to 1. This and this both have x coordinate 1. When I substitute x equal to 1, I'll get a quadratic equation that should have two roots. One is this y coordinate, one is this y coordinate, and the difference of the roots should be 2 units. So after putting x equal to 1, I'll get a quadratic equation. For that difference of the roots equal to 2. If I use it, I'll get an algebraic condition that will be the locus. Is the method all right?
Sir, and say again, sir.
What is this? Is combined equation of PQ and PR, but both Q and R we have same x coordinate 1. So try to solve this pair of lines with x equal to 1. So put x equal to 1 here. You will get x1 plus y1 minus 1 whole square equal to x square plus 1 square minus 1 into x1 square plus y1 square minus 1. Sorry, 1 square plus y square. This is a quadratic equation in terms of y. The roots are this y coordinate and this y coordinate, and the difference of the y coordinate should be 2. Okay, so let us expand this. x1, I want to take these two together only. x1 minus 1 whole square plus y square y1 square plus 2 into y1 into x1 minus 1. Right side, directly I don't want to expand, cancel this one. I got straight away y square into x1 square plus y1 square minus 1. If I bring one side, I'll get a quadratic equation. Y square into the y1 square got cancelled, 1 minus x1 square plus y into 2y1 x1 minus 1. And the constant is x1 minus 1 whole square equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation with these 2 points as the roots or y coordinates. I think 1 minus x1 I can cancel here. So it will be y square into 1 plus x1. If I cancel 1 minus x1 here, I'll get a minus. So minus y into or plus y into minus 2y1. This also I can write 1 minus x1 whole square, 1 minus x1 will be left. Okay, this is a quadratic equation. The roots are this and this. The difference of the roots should be 2. Roots of this quadratic equation are y coordinates of Q and R. Difference of the roots is equal to 2. Okay, what is the difference of the roots? Mod alpha minus beta, I can write alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. Mod alpha minus beta equal to 2. Somebody please mute yourself, whoever it is. This I can write alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta equal to 4. This is b by a, this is c by a. So b square minus 4ac is equal to 4a square. What is b? This one. Minus 2y1 whole square minus 4 into this into this. I think I'll write it later. Okay, please try to understand up to here, then we'll continue. Mainly what we have done, we took this as x1, y1, the combined equation of tangent formula is there. We try to solve with x equal to 1 by substituting it. We got a quadratic equation in terms of y that will have 2 roots, and the difference of the roots should be 2 because this y coordinate minus this y coordinate is 2. Okay, top 3 lines I'm erasing it. Okay, this is some parable. Option C. Okay, everybody completed this? Harsha understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this down part I want to erase. Anybody needs more time?
Sir, once again tell last what you did, sir, at the end.
What is this? We got a quadratic equation
Yes, sir.
whose y coordinates are roots of this. So for this quadratic equation, if I assume roots as alpha, beta, this y coordinate is alpha, this y coordinate is beta. Alpha minus beta should be 2 now, difference of the roots.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so I squared it on both sides and wrote alpha minus beta, a minus b whole square as a plus b whole square minus 4ab. And I know sum of the roots formula is minus b by a, product of the roots formula is c by a. That is the step. What is ABC? This is a, this is b, this is. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to try method 2. Let q comma r be 1 comma k comma p be x1 comma y1. Equation of pq is y minus y1 minus k by x1 minus 1 into x minus x1. Or I can put k in. So expand this x into y1 minus k minus y into x1 minus 1. If I expand putting 1 into 2, y1 minus k minus k x1 plus k. This should be tangent to circle. That is perpendicular to origin equal to radius. Mod c. y1 minus k x1 plus k by root over y1 minus k whole square plus x1 minus 1 whole square equal to 1. If I square this, so here minus k plus k got cancelled. So it is y1 minus kx1 whole square equal to y1 minus k whole square plus x1 minus 1 whole square. y1 square minus 2kx1 plus k square x1 square. y1 square minus 2k y1 plus k square plus x1 square minus 2x1 plus y1 square will cancel. This is a quadratic equation in terms of k square. K square, if I send that side, I'll get 1 minus x1 plus k into k is there here. That will be 2k into y1 minus x1 minus y1. And without k, the constant is x1 square minus 2x1 plus 1. Okay, this is a different quantification. Let's see. This is a is 1 plus x1 and here 1 minus x1 above. This is 2x1 y1. Okay. When I send that side, I'll get x1 y1 minus 1. This is x1 square. Again, I can cancel x1 y1 everywhere. This is k square into 1 plus x1 into 1 minus x1. This is 2k y1, or in fact minus 2k y1 into 1 minus x1. This is a perfect square 1 minus x1 whole square. I can cancel 1 minus x1, same equation. Yeah. Listen, the second method approach is slightly different, but we are getting the same method at the end. What is that? I am taking this point as x1, y1. See, this point as I'll take 1 comma k, either q or r. If I know 2 points on a line, can I find the line equation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what I have done here. I found line PQ. But what this line PQ should be? Tangent to the circle means from the center perpendicular distance equal to radius. So from origin distance to this line is mod c by root over a square plus b square. That should be equal to radius 1. I brought denominator here, squared and expanded. See, when I'm explaining, nobody should try, they should listen. Okay. When I'm giving enough time for you to try, you should try, or when I'm writing a solution, you can try. But when I'm explaining, please listen. Otherwise, what's the point in attending the class? So mod c by root a square plus b square equal to this. I sent denominator that side, expanded it. And when I brought everything one side, I got k square into something, k into something. This is a quadratic equation in terms of k. I'll get 2 answers for k. What are the 2 answers for k? This y coordinate and this y coordinate. Then what is the difference of the root should be? 2. Okay, so again same thing. You got same quadratic equation. You can cancel 1 minus x1 everywhere here. Then you got exactly the same quadratic equation with the same. The ending part is same. Okay, the climax is same. The beginning approach is different. Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. Here at least you don't have to know S1 square equal to S into S1 on formula as such. I think this is I did not discuss proof of S1 square equal to S into S1 on the class. This is one that do it actually. How many of you completed trying all the questions in mains material circles? You may have few doubts, but you tried all the questions. See, as I said earlier, I am extending circles so that you can complete that work. As I would have finished long time back. Second thing is your trying is very important. And maths 2 periods means accordingly you have to do that much work. You see tomorrow onwards, Saturday will give his work, I'll give my work. It's a lot of work. How many of you can complete by tomorrow trying all the questions in mains material? Nobody is saying yes, they don't even want to try or what?
Sir, I can try, sir.
Okay. Anybody here not yet completed exercise 1E also? I'll ask about Sigma circle later. At least circles IP, whole work. Anybody has not yet completed?
Me, sir.
Why? What are you doing?
Sir,
I sent the solutions. So many days passed. In between, I got one Sunday. Okay, I'm arranging the second method also. I don't know if I try too many methods, it will take time, but let me just see if I can do something. I want to take this tangent or this tangent in the form of y equal to mx plus root 1 plus m square. We should intersect x equal to 1. If I put x equal to 1, y coordinate is m plus root 1 plus m square. That's why I'll take this slope is m1, this slope is m2. I need to get m1 plus root 1 plus m1 square minus m2 plus root 1 plus m2 square is 2. M1 minus M2 minus, so there's a mod there, we don't know which is greater. Okay, we'll become little difficult to solve. All right, we'll go further. Next question. Okay, read question number 49 on the screen shared and give me some idea how to do this. Anybody idea want to give idea of 49?
Sir,
Yes.
the center should satisfy the equation x square plus y square equals to k square, and
Why it should satisfy x square plus k square?
sir, when sir,
A
sorry,
circle
sir.
is there. Okay, we have a point. We are looking for a circle like this. Okay, it should pass through a comma b and it should intersect this circle x square plus y square equal to k square orthogonally. What the locus of this? Okay, method 1. I want to tell the easiest method first. This is the easiest, very small question. Yes.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. Let us think.
Okay.
We will take
Yes.
that point as point circle and find the radical x.
Yes, you take that as point circle and subtract. Whenever you want a circle intersecting two given circles orthogonally, the locus of the center is radical axis. So here you take that as point circle, will get very easy. Okay, question is very simple. We have a circle x square plus y equal to k square. There is a point a comma b. We are looking for another circle passing through that and intersecting this orthogonally. What is the locus of center of that? Method 1 is locus is a radical axis of circles x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square equal to 0 square and x square plus y square equal to k square. When I subtract this, you'll get the radical axis. Okay. So x square plus y square minus square minus x minus a whole square y minus b whole square equal to 0. We will get 2ax plus 2by, x square cancel, y square cancel, minus a square minus b square minus k square equal to 0. Method 2, let's say you don't remember that, not an issue. Let the center be x1 comma y1. Then how to find the radius? Distance between x1 y1 and a comma b is also radius. And whenever two circles are intersecting orthogonally, the radius is nothing but length of tangent from this center to that circle. So one way to find radius, if I give some names here, C and this is P and this is some T tangent, CP equal to CP. Okay, CEP is root over x1 minus x minus a whole x1 minus a whole square, y1 minus b whole square. CT is length of tangent root over x1 square plus y1 square minus k square. Same thing, if I expand, open it, it is same. X1 minus a whole square plus y1 minus b whole square is equal to x1 square plus y1 square minus k square. Expand it to get the same thing. Method 3. Let us find the circle and apply use the orthogonality condition. Let center be x1 comma y1. Equation of circle is x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square equal to x1 minus a whole square plus y1 minus b whole square, because this is radius and this is its circle equation formula. X minus x coordinate of center, y minus y coordinate of center equal to radius. When expand this, you will get x square plus y square minus 2x1x minus 2y1y. Constant will be 2ax1 2by1 minus a square minus b square equal to 0. This circle and x square plus y square minus b square equal to 0 should intersect orthogonally. X square plus y square minus k square equal to 0 orthogonally. So we'll apply 2g g dash plus 2f f dash equal to c plus c dash orthogonality condition. So I don't have enough place, but I'll write. Okay, first method is take this as point circle, then radical x is the answer. Second method is, if you assume this x1, y1, this distance is radius, this length of tangent is radius, we equated both of them and bring with one side, you get the same equation. Third method is, if you assume center, you know radius, you can find the circle, and two circles to intersect orthogonally, use orthogonality condition. Okay, method 1 can I erase? Anybody needs more time for method 1? Okay, so after this, 2g z dash plus 2f f dash equal to c plus c dash. That is, this will come 0 because here there is no extent. It's also 0. C is 2ax1 plus 2by1 minus a square minus b square. And the constant is minus k square. So locus E is 2ax plus 2by minus a square minus b square minus k square equal to 0. Okay, those are completed. You can type more than one answer first question. It is also there somewhere in the past year mains also. Okay, section 2, more than one answer questions in that the first one. There is a circle x square plus y square equal to 9. And the 2 points inside the circle are 0, 0 and 1, 0. They want a circle passing through this and touching this circle. Is it possible?
Yes, sir, possible.
Okay. Generally, when we think of circles, we only think of touching externally, maybe. But here, can they touch externally?
No, sir.
No, they have to touch internally only. All right. Okay. So I'll try to discuss, but before that, let me forget about 1, 0. Can we get a circle pass through 0, 0 and touch this circle? Is it possible?
No, sir, we can't.
Huh? Why?
We can't, sir.
What about this?
Possible, sir.
If they passing through 0, 0, 1, 0 and then touching possible, why passing through 0, 0 and touching not possible? I did not say center 0, 0, passing through 0, 0. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
What is the radius of this circle will be?
9/2.
Huh?
9/4.
9/4.
Sir, 3/2, sir. 3/2.
3 by 2. This circle radius is 3, x square plus r square. So this is 3/2. Okay. There is only one circle or there are a lot of circles?
Lot of circles, sir.
Yeah. You take this and you can move it around this point, around hinge point. You'll get lots, right? So when you are rotating, I'm sure at a particular position it can be like this, where this point can be 1, 0. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have a circle like this. This is a center, and it's quite possible. Yeah. This is 0, 0. This is 1, 0. Now, please listen carefully. I want to do as easily as possible. That's why I'm doing this. This point of contact, this point and this center, they should be collinear. Whenever two circles are touching each other, the two centers and the point of contact should be collinear. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And that means this is a diameter of the required circle. And this is a horizontal chord joining 0, 0, 1, 0. If I join to this, should this angle be 90?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if this is a horizontal line, then what if this has to be then?
Vertical.
line. Yes, correct. Now this is 0, 0. This is 1, 0. With vertical line, this point also should have x coordinate 1. If I take circle x square plus y square equal to 9 and put x coordinate equal to 1, what is the y coordinate will come?
Plus or minus 2 root 2.
Plus or minus 2 root 2. So let us take 2 root 2. If this is 0, 0, this is 1, 2 root 2 and their midpoint is the center. What the center will be?
1/2, 1/root 2.
That's it. 1/2, root 2. Half of this, half of this. There will be two answers because it is quite possible to have another circle like this. That is also passing through, that means 0, 0, 1, 0. But the circle is downward where this is 1, minus 2 root 2, that center will be here. This will be 1/2, minus 2. So this is 1 or 1/2, minus 2. That's it, just from the figure. This is method 1. The main point is this is the diameter. Next point is this horizontal. Because angle in a semicircle is 90, this should be vertical. And this x coordinate is 1, so this x coordinate should be 1. I found length of diameter, midpoint of these two center, midpoint of these two center. Almost same, I want to do slightly different. So try to copy this figure, understand and try it. Okay. Other method is, I already understood the radius of the big circle is 3 means radius of my new circle has to be 3 by 2 because forget about 1 comma 0. Something is passed to origin and touch the original center and touching this, then definitely its radius should be half of the total radius. If this is 0 comma 0, 1 comma 0, if this is a horizontal chord, its perpendicular bisector should pass through center. If this is 0 0, this is 1 comma 0, the midpoint is half comma 0. If this is a horizontal line, this should be vertical line. So the perpendicular bisector is x equal to 1 by 2. If this is x equal to 1 by 2 means this point should have x coordinate as 1 by 2. But I don't know y coordinate. How to find this distance should be 3 by 2. I equated to 3 by 2. And then I got k value as plus or minus 2. So I got. You can do like this. You know x coordinate of the center, but you don't know y coordinate. You can use distance. Radius of the required new circle is 3 by 2. Somebody can take general circle if they want to take x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. You should pass through origin, you will get one condition, pass through 1 comma 0, one condition. The two circles should touch each other, so c1, c2 equal to mod r1 plus or minus r2, something will get another condition. But I think this one figure you can do more easily. When you say, is it clear, first one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Those completed first one, you can try third one more than one answer. Okay. Third question. If you look at the question, I think with a little common sense, you can tell one thing. Either all are correct or all are wrong. Anybody want to tell why all the options must be correct or either all must be wrong?
They have equal intersection.
Sure, all are correct.
All are giving same area. So either all should be correct, all should be wrong. All wrong, not possible. So all are correct. So method one, all are correct, all are wrong. Because all are giving same area to the coordinate axis. Okay, but all wrong, not possible. So all correct. But anyway, we'll do properly. So what is the question? We have x square plus y square equal to 8, a circle. You take any tangent, it intersect x-axis somewhere, y-axis somewhere, x-axis, y-axis, and that they are forming some triangle. You get some area. They want least area. Okay. So the general tangent to circle is making some area with coordinate axis to be least. What is that? General tangent to, I can take, let the tangent be x cos theta plus y sin theta equal to r. That is x cos theta plus y sin theta equal to 2 root 2. This is a general tangent. If this is O, this is A, this is B, we will get A is equal to x center, that means y equal to 0, 2 root 2 by cos theta comma 0. B equal to 0 comma 2 root 2 by sin theta. And then area of triangle OAB is half into OA into OB. Mod 2 root 2 by cos theta into mod 2 root 2 by sin theta. Half into base into height. That will be 8 by sin 2 theta. Okay, if you want area to be minimum, denominator should be maximum. So this area is minimum, implies mod sin 2 theta should be maximum. That means mod sin 2 theta equal to 1. That means sin 2 theta can be plus or minus 1. Means theta 2 theta can be pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2. Because theta is between 0 to 2 pi, 2 theta is between 0 to 4 pi. Then from that, you will get theta equal to pi by 4, 3 pi by 4, 5 pi by 4, 7 pi by 4. Okay, substitute these 4, you will get the 4 answers. Theta equal to pi by 4 or 3 pi by 4 or 5 pi by 4 or 7 pi by 4. Pi by 4 means x into 1 by root 2, y into 1 by root 2 is 2 root 2. That is x plus y equal to 4. 3 pi by 4 means x into minus 1 by root 2, y into plus 1 by root 2 is 2. That is x minus y equal to minus 4. Similarly, this is x minus 1 by root 2, y is also minus 1 by root 2. That is x plus y equal to minus 4. This is cos positive and sin negative. X minus y equal to. Even with common sense, we can tell the basically if this is 30 degrees, let's say area is minimum. We can argue why not 60, because if this is 30, this is 60, it will be interchanged. Some symmetry, you can say when it is a symmetrical line whose inclinations are equal with x and y axis, maybe it will happen least. So, whatever it is. Fifth one is very easy to be completed. Can try, that's very easy.
Sir,
Yes, please.
down second last line, last word, what did you write, sir?
8 by mod sine 2 theta is minimum implies mod sine 2 theta should be maximum. This week is your last chance to improve upon circles and be strong in them, because we don't know how much time you get for revision and all that later on. Hardly 2 days per circles. Okay, I'm arranging what is it on the board. Okay, this is a simple question we similar to what we came across. Just because two answers are there, given as more than one answer. From an external point, whenever you draw two tangents, here that external point is origin, and that circle is x square plus y square plus 6x minus 10y plus c equal to 0. Then this area of quadrilateral formed by the radius in the tangents is 8. Okay, let's say this is P, this is A, this is C, this is B. The area of PACB quadrilateral is 8. Anybody remembers any formula for area of this quadrilateral?
R root S1.
Yes, R root S11 because it is just two right angle triangles. 2 times area of triangle PAC is 8. Area of triangle PAC is half into PA into AC. 2 will cancel. PA is root S11 and this is R. So we have this formula R into root S11. What is root S11? Because this origin, it is simply root C. And the radius is root over 3 square plus 5 square minus 6 is equal to 8. C into 25 plus 9, 34 minus C equal to 64. C square minus 34C plus 64 equal to 0. C minus 32 into C minus 2 is 0. C equal to 2 or 32. So just because we got two answers, they gave it more than one answer, but otherwise we already came across 2 times or 3 times. Quadrilateral is double of that right angle triangle. Right angle triangle is half into this, right? Or product of the two perpendicular sides. So R root S11, that is the formula. So those are completely contrast 7 to 1. Okay, all right, I'm erasing fifth one. Anybody needs more time? Okay, seventh one. There's a circle with center 0, 3, radius 2, and another circle touching y-axis and this circle. What the locus of center of that? 0, 3, radius 2. Okay, this is our x-axis. This is y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is a circle with center 0, 3 and radius 2. Okay, touching this circle and x-axis, there are a lot of circles. One is like this. One is like this. Like this. One is like this. All those centers, when you join, okay, you will get a locus. Somewhat like a parabola, maybe parabola itself. So, what is the locus of center of that? We can actually use C1, C2 equal to R1 plus R2. You take any point center as x1, y1. And now distance between the centers. Okay, this I'll call C1, this I'll call C2, 0, 3, this is R2 and this is R1, even this is also R1. Okay, let center of, let P x1 comma C1 x1 comma y1 be a point on locus. Okay, now radius R1 is equal to mod y1. In fact, it is y1 itself because y1 cannot be negative. Okay, this is a radius. But the two circles are touching, so C1, C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. For the distance between the centers, square root of x1 minus 0 whole square, y1 minus 3 whole square. Radius of the first circle is y1, radius of second circle is 2. Just square it. Look at x1 square plus y1 square minus 6y1 plus 9 equal to y1 square plus 4y1 plus 4. Y1 square you can cancel. This is a locus. X square minus 10y plus 5 equal to 0. But this only for touching. We can also have a circle which is touching internal. See, this is our circle. It is quite possible to have a circle like this, and there will be a lot more. I'm sure I can have a circle like this, touching the given circle internally and touching x-axis. Again, you can take same center and all, but only you have to use is C1. This is case 1. Case 2. C1, C2 equal to mod R1 minus R2. This time it is the center C is x1 minus 0 whole square and y1 minus 3 whole square. One circle radius is 2 units and the circle radius is y1. You can see this is bigger than this, but anyway mod is there, not important. But it is y1 minus 2 instead of y1 plus 2. Now when you square it, you will get x1 square plus y1 square minus 6y1 plus 9 equal to y1 square minus 4y1 plus 4. y1 square will cancel. You will get x square minus 2y plus 5 equal to 0. This is another answer. Okay, what we done is very, very simple. There is a fixed circle. There is a variable circle touching this internally or externally and touching x-axis. You take the center x1, y1, that is sufficient to tell that radius should be y1. If they're touching externally, C1 is R1 plus R2. If they're touching internally, C1 is R1 minus R2. Whoever videos is off, please switch on your videos, everybody. Those who completed 7th one can try 9th one.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, 9th one, I am getting full different answer, sir. X plus root 3y equals to 2a and x minus root 3y equals to 2a.
Okay, let us see your figure. You have to see properly. One of the tangents should be parallel to x-axis. Okay, then other two tangents, do you think their inclinations with x-axis are 30 or 60 in the figure?
60, sir.
Okay, then if it is 60, slope should be root 3, right?
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, I will say what I have done. Can you search wrong in?
Have you done from the figure or not?
Yes, sir. The tangents of circle x square plus y square equals to a square will be in the form of x cos theta plus y sin theta equals to a, no, sir.
Yes, but what is your theta is inclination of the normal, not inclination of the line there.
Okay, sir.
No. Okay, those who read the 9th question, anybody want to tell me how many such equilateral triangles are there?
One only, sir.
Okay. Anybody want to differ with his answer? 9th question, how many equilateral triangles are there? Satisfying the data of the 9th question. Okay, I'm erasing this whole thing. To take a circle, I want to construct one equilateral triangle like this. They said above x-axis, the horizontal tangent. I'll remove the word above, let us see. One of the tangents should be parallel to x-axis and the three tangents should form equilateral triangle. If I remove the word above, total how many such triangles are there? 8 such triangles. Let us say, can you see 8 equilateral triangles here? Is this one equilateral triangle? Yes. Ulta of that is another equilateral triangle. What about this? Is it an equilateral triangle? This one, is this an equilateral triangle? Is it found by the three tangents of the triangle?
Yes, sir.
What about this equilateral triangle? What about this one? What about this one? What about this one? What about this? So there are total 8 equilateral triangles whose one of the side is parallel to x-axis and all three are touching the given triangle. Now, but they said one of the tangents should be above x-axis. Then I should take only 4 tangents. One is this one, this equilateral triangle, one is this, because the tangent should be above x-axis, and one is this whole thing. That means this big one. Okay. Now that means if this triangle is answered, these are the 2 tangents. If this triangle is answered, these are the 2 tangents. If this triangle is there, these are the 2. This one. This. So basically, what I have to find is this line equation, this line equation, this line equation, this line equation. Okay. All the 4 tangents whose inclinations are 60 and 120. Because if I draw a horizontal line here, this is obviously 60 and this is obviously 120. So those tangents whose slope is inclination is less root 3 or minus root 3 slopes. They have the answers, right? Okay, so anyway, forget about this. The 4 possible tangents that they're asking about is 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them are 60 or 120. What is this question number something? That's okay. So inclinations of required tangents are at 60, 120. Then slope is equal to root 3 or minus root 3. Then you can use y equal to mx plus or minus. So this is a or r. This is a. A into root over 1 plus m square. So plus or minus root 3x plus or minus a into root over 1 plus 3. Plus or minus root 3x plus or minus 2a. Total 4 answers here. Root 3x plus y plus 2a equal to 0. root 3x plus y minus 2 equal to 0. Root 3x minus y plus 2a equal to 0 and root 3x minus y minus 2 equal to 0. You take plus 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 minus minus plus minus minus. You get 4 answers. I can write like this for answers. Otherwise, I can write this from continuation here. The 4 answers are y equal to root 3x plus 2a, root 3x minus 2a, minus root x plus 2a, minus root 3x minus 2. Somebody can use x cos theta plus y sin theta equal to r, where whenever you draw an equilateral triangle like this, you can easily see this. They are making 120, 120, 120. Then this angle is 30. If somebody takes this angle, they have to take 150. If they are using normal form like x cos theta plus y sin theta equal to a, you take theta as 30 or 150 or minus 30 minus 150. Or you can go like
Sir,
yes, please.
that small triangle, how can we say that third side is equal to the tangent, sir?
Oh, this side, if you extend it, is it touching? This side you extend touching, this is tangent. All are tangents, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 11th one is more straightforward question. So you can try the 11th one. Okay, I'm erasing this. Okay, 11th question, a circle is there, an actual point is there. We have to draw two tangents through that point, external point. This is -2, 11. This is x square plus y equal to 25. I can use s1 square equal to s into s11. If I wanted, I can find this slope and then find this slope and this slope by using m plus tan theta by 2 and all. I simply want to do very simple. Take the slope as m. Either I can take general tangent, substitute this point, or with slope m, find the line and then apply tangent condition. Anything same. What is the general tangent to the circle? Y equal to mx plus or minus pi root 1 plus m square. We should pass through -2, 11. So 11 equal to m into -2 plus or minus pi root 1 plus m square. Bring this side, we'll get 11 plus 2m and square it is equal to 25 into 1 plus m square. That is 121 plus 44m plus 4m square equal to 25 plus 25m square. And send everything to that side, we'll get 21m square minus 44m minus 96 equal to 0. I cannot divide with anything, but this will have two roots, you'll get two slopes. You know slope and point, you can find the line. How to split the middle term here? This is 7 into 3. This is some 12 into 8 or something. Anyone want to give an idea how to split this -44?
What, sir?
Chord equation, how to split the middle term, I'm asking. Okay, it's okay. Try to solve. I'll try to do something else. Tan theta by 2 is r by root s1. R is 5 and root s1 is 21 and 25 minus 25. 110, 1 by 2. The slope is, I might as well write that. If this is P, this is C, slope of CP is 11 by minus 2, minus 11 by 2. And tan theta by 2 is r by root s1, 5 by 10, 1 by 2. Then the slopes are m plus tan theta by 2 by 1 minus m tan theta by 2 and m minus tan theta by 2 by 1 plus m tan theta by 2. That is minus 11 by 2 plus 1 by 2 by 1 plus 11 by 4. Simplify minus 22 plus 2 minus 20 by 50. That is minus 4 by 3. So minus 4 by 3.
24 by 7, 11 by 7, sir.
By 7 now. I'm getting 4 by 3, 7 plus 28. Plus 28. So plus 28m minus 72m minus 96 equal to 0. From these two, if I take 7m common, I'll get 3m plus 4. From this, if I want 3 means 24. If I take 24 common, 3m plus 4 equal to 0. So 3m plus 4 into 7m minus 24 equal to 0. M equal to minus 4 by 3 or 24 by 7. Yes. This part is equal. Sorry. Here I'll get minus 11 by 2 minus 1 by 2 by 1 minus 11 by 4. That will be minus 24 by 7. Okay. So I took general tangent, substituted this point, and got a quadratic equation with the slopes. After getting the slopes, don't put in general tangent. Point and slope, better you find that way. Otherwise, I found this line slope, tan theta by 2. If this is m, this is tan theta by 2. This line is m plus tan theta by 2 by 1 minus m tan theta by 2. And this is m minus tan theta by 2 by 1 plus m tan theta by 2. So we got two slopes. Same answers. Now we can find the line equation. If I take minus 4 by 3, it will be y minus 11 equal to minus 4 by 3 into x plus 2. That will be 4x plus 3y minus 8 and 33, 25. Other one will be y minus 11 equal to 24 by 7 into x plus 2. 24x minus 7y. We put minus 48 minus 77. 125 minus 125. 24x minus 7y plus 125 is equal to 0. We have 4x plus 3y equal to 25. One option, 24x minus 7y plus 125. Option D. B, Bombay and D. Okay, so this is not a new question. Even in IP, you have from an external point, find the tangents, right? Okay, today's class will stop here. Tomorrow I want to discuss some main doubts, so be ready to try if you are not right. Okay, thank you.